Okay, all right, guys. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to 215 Trades, the home of the 215 technique. Here today with the chef today, and I will be looking to see if I can gather up some pips here today on XAU USD and possibly later on today, even on Euro USD. So, as you know, I do go live every day from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. each day for each stream, and basically that's when I will start to apply the 215 technique. So starting on the 6:30 candle a.m., that's what I'm going to be doing today. All right. So this is gold right now. Hold on. Let me anchor this just a moment here. Go to the 15-minute time frame here on this, so I can mark out the structure. So this would basically be the 6:30 opening candle right here. Morning, Sylvia. Are you back now when you're ready for the markets? How has it been? How has it been since off the back end of last week? How was the market? How did the market treat you? I'm not sure if you were if you traded last week. What do you call it? Thursdays and the Thursday and Friday, I think. If that 338, it's gonna 3340. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can also get the likes up to 3K likes. Would really genuinely appreciate it as well. We already have 1,000 likes, so that's awesome. So let's see if we can get it up to 3K likes. Oh yeah, there are too many things to do. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, last week was a wee bit crazy in the end. To be fair, I was MIA, but I'm here now. But I understand. You see, that's the thing about these things. You see, life genuinely doesn't stop. Doesn't matter, what you're doing. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right. So this is the 6:30 215 zone here today, the 28th of July here on Gold. So this is the 215 zone for the 6:30 opening candle. I'm on the 50-minute time frame now, which I know you guys can see here. That's perfectly fine. Didn't miss anything. Anything you missed yesterday, you can get it today. Anything you missed last week, you can get it this week. Anything you missed last month, you can get it this month. Anything you missed last year, you can get it this year. So yeah, you didn't miss anything much on the markets. I don't know. Did you do something last week? In all fairness, though, I haven't really been taking much entries on XAU. I don't know, the market has just really just been crazy. In all fairness, and crazy, not crazy in a sense. It's not. It's just I'm going through a bit of a drought period here. With the strategy, in all fairness, which happens a lot of times, but let's say a lot of times, but it does happen whenever there's like high uncertainty in gold and the markets aren't quite as stable as it usually be on a normal day. So I haven't had much entries, but it is what it is. I know there are times of drought and I know there's times of rain and all of that, so I just need to wait until the market conditions get favorably again, which they will. So I'm not too worried about that. It's my 15-minute rejection line there on the buy side. Yeah, it was all over the place, to be fairness. What's been going on is that gold has not been doing any bit of retesting the past couple of days. It's just going. It's like, yeah, you consolidate low, then it just breaks high, no retest, and it just continue to go. So can't quite control how the market moves. So what I can control, I control when I can. So let's see here. So I'm on the 30-minute time frame here. So let me just identify the 30-minute support and resistance here, and then I will basically just dive into it. 30-minute support, and then here is the 30-minute resistance. 30-minute resistance quite close to this. Tell you what, let me just use the top one right here. It's quite close to the 15-minute rejection here, just the same. This is the 1 hour. Hold on just a moment, guys. Yeah, my allergies are acting up today. All right, where were we? So we're on the 1 hour chart here right now. So let's see what is going to happen. Is that Ren? No, I'm not sure if it's Ren. Possibly it is. Oh, hey, and KP, yeah, I'm all right. How have you been? All right, so we're on the 1 hour time frame now. I just need to identify like the support and resistance here. So this is, I'm just going to use this direction here as the 1 hour resistance. This area is quite key. I'm not sure why though, but here is a there's a 1 hour right there, but it's so looming close to that 30-minute support. I'm gonna drop it maybe just a little bit down here. I don't know why it's so close, though, but because if I go back to the 30-minute time frame, in all fairness, I'll tell you what, to give it a little bit more space, instead of using that one, use this one here. all these 30-minute support candles, as you can see, it wicks into this area down here. So let's move that 30-minute support from that one to this one right here. So I capture that. So it does capture that still on the 1 hour time frame. So that's better. And then for the 1 hour time frame, I can use this section here as the 1 hour resist support. Then the resistance is pretty straightforward, as you guys can see. Hold on, chat. I'll have a look at the chat just a moment. Let me just mark out these structures, and then we have a chat. Okay, now let's look at 4 hour time frame. 4 hour support, pretty far away, as you can see. That's fine though. And then 4 hour resistance is right here. Alright, come on guys, let's see if we can get those likes up to 3K likes over there on TikTok. Additionally as well, if you're on YT, if you haven't yet liked the video, please definitely go ahead and do so. So we're on the 4 hour time frame now. Let's spend a little bit of time here on the 4 hour time frame to see really what's been going on here on this time frame, right? So looking at it like this, and if we want to see it any better, we can always go to the line charts to ultimately see what's going on, right? You can see where it has been stepping upwards, so it created this little support here. Price broke out, came back, tested it again, and then it did the same thing again, came back here. In a sense, it created right here. Price came down. I'm guessing it tried to tap into it, but hold on. But maybe if I look on the candlesticks, yeah, so it did tap into it. So it came in, tapped into it, right, and is rejecting upwards now. So if we look at this motion, so it came down, tested that, came, you know, it keep on creating, what do you call this, higher lows, and it keeps pushing up, and each time it pushed up, it basically breaks the highs that it had created before. So it came in, it already tested this area. So I'm looking to possibly see where price could actually push up to break past these areas here in the top, if even not break past them, but to actually even break from where the price is right now and test these areas and pull back. And that's like the 3350, no 3370 area. So there's a strong possibility there for that. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, as you can see, came in, test, so it broke, test, yeah, so it's doing that up motion, so that looks good. So let's see today, possibly we could be looking for some longs here today on gold. In all fairness, the daily candle saying the same thing here as well. So let's see, overall possibly would be looking to test these areas here at a 3390 for going back up to 400 as well. So yeah, shall be a good day, shall be a good week. So let's see what is going to happen here. So we're at 1.1k likes here on TikTok. Come on guys, let's lively up the live. All right, let's get it pumping, let's get the energy flowing, let's get back into it. It's the starting of a new week. It's the 28th here today of July. It's the well, I think this week is basically going to be the last week here, the last trading week of July, because July actually ends on Thursday, which would be the 31st. So we need to go out with a bang. We need to get some pips in and all those fun stuff. So let's go to the 5-minute time frame, because you know the 5-minute time frame is the time frame that I use for my entries. Now, before I dive into my entry that I will be looking for today, let's see if we can get the likes up to 3k likes. We're only 1.1k. We only need 1.8k or 9k likes to get to 3,000. So hit that like button. Once we get to 3k likes, then I'll definitely dive into what I am looking for today. You can see here right now, on the 5-minute time frame where gold is currently pushing above my 215 zone. So that is a very good sign, indeed. So if you're looking for an entry here today on gold, come on, definitely go ahead and hit that like button. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Whether you're on TikTok, whether you're on YouTube, definitely go ahead and hit that like button. All right. So basically, applying the 215 strategy today, what I will be looking for, I will looking for two things if I'm going to be taking a long or a short. Now, while gold is basically going up right now at the present moment, I'm going to discuss what it will be if it does the reverse of that, what I will be doing. You can see where price is at my 215 zone here. You can see that I've already highlighted my 15-minute rejection lines here, and I've also added the alerts on there as well to let me know it's time for me to cook some pips. All right, so in this instance, I'm just going to start below the zone as I don't have as it's clearer for right now. So let's go. So let's say price breaks below my 215 zone. Okay, if price breaks below my 215 zone and tests my 15-minute rejection line right here, if it does test my 15-minute rejection line with a candle close, right, test it with a candle close right below that 15-minute rejection line here, below that 15-minute rejection line here, followed by a retracement, right, for a retracement back into my 215 zone and a candle close inside my 215 zone, right? That's two things. So there's three things to confirm an entry. So it has to first break the zone, test that 15-minute rejection, has to then retrace to the zone and close inside the zone, right, followed by a rejection from the zone and close below my sell line, not exceeding my 50-minute rejection line. If I was to see such movement, then at that point in time, I would be interested in going for a short position in this instance, right? Putting my stop loss just at the top of my zone right there, and my overall TP would be at my 4-hour support. All right, so that's if gold breaks and tests that 15-minute rejection line on the sell side, followed by a retracement to the zone and the rejection from the zone. All right, however, as you can see, price is moving upwards. Now, what I would ultimately want to see happen here, and what I'll be doing if I does see this motion, is that if price breaks above my 215 zone, test my 15-minute rejection area by a candle close above that line, above that sell, that 15-minute rejection price, which is at 3342, right? I will then wait for price to retrace from this area, come back into my 215 zone with a close inside my 215 zone, right? If I do get that, I will then wait for the final thing to happen, which would be a rejection from my 215 zone with the candles closing above my buy line, not exceeding my 15-minute rejection line. Okay, if I see such movement, let me just change this here to green. If I see such movement, then at that point in time, I will be interested in going for a long position here from these areas, putting my stop loss just at the bottom of my 215 zone, just like so, and then putting my overall TP at my 4-hour resistance. Ideally, to be in all fairness, we could actually aim higher up than that, but based on when the price, how the price action moves, then at that point in time, I would be interested. As you can see here, my price, my 15-minute rejection line price has been properly tested here on the buy side, because I now have a 5-minute candle closing above that area. So because I have a 5-minute candle closing above that price already, I just need to move now. I'm going to move now my alert from that 15-minute rejection area, and I'm now going to wait for price to pull back to the zone and reject from the zone for me to enter a long position. So that is ultimately what I'm going to be waiting for today. It's now 6:52, right? It's now 6:52 a.m. here in the UK, and we do have the London market open in about an hour and 8 minutes. So for right now, I'm going to be waiting. I'm just going to be waiting for price just to pull back from these areas, from these highs where it's at now, come back into the zone, and then reject from the zone. So I'm going to be sending this now, this analysis, this markup here now in the Telegram group. And if you're on TikTok and you want to see this, you can go into the Telegram group. The link of the Telegram is on my bio on TikTok, and it's also on YouTube as well in the description. of the live. All right. So let me send this in the Telegram group now. Let me just send this image in the Telegram group now for today. All right, so if you want to see, it a little bit better, if you want to see the charts a bit better, I know on TikTok you can't see the full charts, but if you want to see the charts a bit better, definitely join the Telegram group. The link of the Telegram is in the my TikTok home screen, and you can look at it. And I did do a bit of a breakdown there of what I am looking for. So right now we can see where price has pushed up to that 30-minute resistance. It hasn't broken past it as of yet. So right now I'm just waiting for price just to pull back to the zone. As a matter of fact, I can actually edit this directional arrows there, because right now I'm waiting for something like this to happen. Then I would be interested in going for a long here on gold. So waiting for that retracement here. It's a pretty decent retracement I will be waiting for on the 5-minute time frame. So the entries are confirmed on the 5-minute time frame right now. That's what I'm looking for. All right, come on, guys. We're only at 1.3k likes, and we're almost 30 minutes into the stream. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 1,000, to 2,000. We only need 700 likes just to get there. So if you haven't yet hit the like button, definitely go ahead and do so. We only need 700 likes just to get to 2,000 likes. So definitely go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet subscribed. And let's see if we can get those likes up to 2k likes. I guess I can change the color of this one as well to red, just to symbolize the direction that I will be looking to go. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame just to see what this looks like on the 15-minute time frame, because the 15-minute time frame is a very good time frame indeed. So you see where that point of interest is on a key support area here on the 15-minute time frame. Basically, there is a support right there. The sell line is also on a support here as well, and the buy line, if you move to the left, is also on a bit of a resistance here, as you can see here. So the 215 zone does perfectly aligns with the 15-minute time frame here as well. You can see where price is also struggling to beat that 30-minute resistance, and that is why I am waiting for it to actually test that area and just retrace to the zone to get the momentum from the 215 zone to then ultimately propel itself to continue to go higher here as well. So that is what I am waiting for here to happen. Just for price just to pull back, then reject. What price is the buy zone? I would say, so I just just sent it in the Telegram group, John. So if you go in my Telegram group, the link is in my TikTok homepage, and you can join it to see. NKB, are you still on? Or are you left? Come on, guys, 200 more likes, 200 more likes just to get to 2,000. I thought those were for okay. Let me go ahead and do that now. I thought it was genuinely just for what do you call that? Alright guys, I'm gonna close the TK stream. I'll be back shortly. Yeah, I knew that the what you call it, the that TikTok has changed their terms and conditions again, but I'm not, I didn't know that it was for I did have a read of it, but I didn't know that likes was a part of it as well, so I can't mention likes. Wow, great. Okay, good. So we can see here where the price has pushed up past that 30-minute resistance there. Now this is the bit now when it comes on to gold. There's like the retracement aspect of it. That's the like the tricky part where gold, even though it's early days though, because it's just 7 a.m. in all fairness. See if I can get a decent entry here today, even on EU. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame, see what we're looking at. So the closest 30-minute is right there. I'll use the tip of this because of 4-hour support. All right, good. All right, so I just have the structures marked out here and highlighted here on EU. Let's see what's going to be cooking today. Let's have a closer look here at DXY here as well. We're on the 30-minute time frame here on DXY. Just need to basically check my zone just to make sure my zones are still accurate here on DXY. So I would say this zone could basically be pulled down just a bit at the tip right here at this little structure here for right now, and then the stop zone could be pulled to this section right here. Okay, let's have a good look at the hiking actually as well here on DXY. Yeah, let's just straightforward here for DXY. Okay. Alright, so let's name these zone, label these zones so I understand them a little bit better. So let's call this zone 0, and let's call this zone 1, and let's call this zone A. So basically right now price it was in zone 0 and it's pushing into zone 1 here on the 30-minute time frame on the XY. Now usually what will happen is that whenever price moves through these zones, there's usually like a little bit of rejection before it actually pushes through. So it's now coming into zone 1 right now, so which we could also be seeing a bit of a pullback here on the on EU if the price of the XY was to reject and come back down. So let's have a quick look here on EU. This is what it looks like right now. Let me put an alert here. Let's just see. So I haven't taken any entries. No, this is a sell error. Sorry, I haven't taken any entries on EU in a very long while. In all fairness. Hey, morning, Quincy. But let's see if I can get the entry here on EU. Let's see, what's the distance between here and here? That's not too bad. The price of EU has been slowly going down since market open. There's a massive gap though in the price, which it has filled the gap as well. So let's see. I think also as well, Donald and the president of the EU did have a meeting yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So that as well could also be affecting the markets as well. Okay, let's get back to gold, see what gold is doing here. All right, so we can see here where price of gold actually pushed up above that 215 zone. It has also reached for that 1 hour resistance with a wick. We do have some candle closes over the 50-minute rejection line here as well, waiting for that retracement back to the zone. We did get that strong rejection. Now we're getting a strong push upwards. So right now I'm just waiting for gold, for the price of gold just to push back down into the 215 zone, close in the 215 zone, followed by a rejection from the 215 zone. Then I'll be interested in going for that long position here on gold. So it has not been confirmed as of yet. So right now I'm still just waiting patiently just to see what is going to happen here. Price is at 3340. If we go to the daily time frame, let's see, look off the back end of last week to really see what's been going on. Is that was on the 23rd of July, the 24th and the 25th. You see massive downpour here on XAU. Massive downpour from the tip all the way down. That's like 1280 pips or 1280 pip drop there on gold. So has been like a massive sale right now. But you can see here on the daily time frame where it has come into this key support area here right there, and it has rejected from that area. We also have another support area just below right there as well. Didn't go down so far, it only just came down and rejected from this area. So it's a pretty strong buy area here. So we could actually look to see price actually looking to come back above that 4-hour resistance right there, maybe in these price areas right here. Just looking at the daily time frame, it could come and reject from there to continue lower if it wants to, or it could actually push through that area there to continue to take its way back up to the 3,400 areas. So in the market today, it's now the 28th of July also, and the London market opens in 15 minutes. So right now I'm just waiting for price just to pull back here and go down to that 215 zone, then reject from that area. Nice, HM. You think, yeah, that's what it looks like to me as well, but we may never know. So let's see what is going to happen here. Additionally as well, let's just have a quick look at Forex Factory, what we're looking at here on Forex Factory today in regards to news. So, wow, today is oh no, that's not set on today. You're looking at the entire week, bro. I almost went crazy there. How do I switch just to day just to see what's happening today? No, not this is week. I need to see it by the day. No, this is August. Crazy. All right, the 28th. Apply these settings. All right. So today is Monday. Today's the 28th. Today's the 28th. So let's see. There's no news. There's no news today, so it's a pretty calm day today. So I'm guessing the only thing that's going to be moving the market is just emotions, or if something of the sort happens. You know what I'm talking about. Right, tomorrow though we do have job openings at around 3 o'clock UK time as well. And then on the 30th, that will be July 30th, which is Wednesday if I'm not mistaken. We do have like massive amount of volume coming in on quite a bit of currencies, not only just USD but also CAD. Yeah, CAD and USD is going to be crazy on Wednesday because we have unemployment claims coming out. We have advanced GDP coming out for the US dollar. We also have home sales as well, the federal funds rate as well. So Wednesday is going to be crazy. There's no euro news coming out on Wednesday, but USD and CAD is going to be crazy on those days as well. Now let's have a look here. Thursday, yeah, spread across. So I would say, guys, if you haven't yet checked it out as yet, definitely go ahead and check it out just to see what the newses are looking like. EU. So EU right now is pushing down towards the lower end here of my 215 zone. If I do get a 5-minute candle close below my zone, I will be interested in taking a short here on EU. But also I need to be mindful here as well that DXY is only just crossing into zone 1. Is just crossing into zone 1 here, and I have not seen a pullback as of yet on DXY, so I need to be mindful of that as well, because usually whenever DXY is crossing into a new zone, there's usually a bit of a pullback as well. Because if it's going to the zone below, it's going to be like a support, and if it's going to the zone above, there's going to be like a resistance. So that kind of thing can, yeah. So DXY is still there. EU is still there. Nothing confirmed as of yet. You can now see where price here on EU is pushing back upwards. So this possibly could be the rejection from that zone, from DXY crossing into zone 1. So let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, I do teach. Well, yeah, that's not that bad practice. There's no news coming out today, so it should be quite calm in all fairness. Well, should be. It won't. Yeah, we can't say whether or not it's going to be. Thank you so much for that, Ruth. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Good morning to you, Terry. Or Thierry. Is that how you pronounce it? I do have quite a lot of viewers from South Africa. I don't know, the South African viewers, they just love gold, bro. Yeah, so I go on FOREX Factory. I think that's the more popular one. So I check it on FOREX Factory. The daily does show as if it's going to go up here on DXY. Can't see where it came down, created that support, and it has been climbing. So it does show as if it's going to go, but it could also come into zone 1 at the top and reject the continue low as well, because there's a resistance area here as well, right here. That's on the daily though. Switch it back to the 30-minute here, see what's going on. Yeah, I know. Yeah, because most of the times whenever I get like viewers from Africa, they're always majority of them are from South Africa. So I know you guys love gold. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet joined the Telegram group as well, the link of the Telegram group is in the home screen of my TikTok page, and it's also on my YT page as well. If you haven't yet subscribed as yet, definitely do go ahead and do so as well. So right now, we're waiting for price to retrace back into the zone. As you can see, price is pushing down back into my 215 zone here, so that's really good. EU on the other hand is still doing its thing, and DXY is still pushing into zone 1 here. Let's look at the 50-minute time frame here on DXY just to see if we have a candle closing just above. Yeah, we do have one 50-minute candle closing inside zone 1 here, and a new 15-minute candle has started. This is the first 30-minute candle, I would say, in zone 1 here. We haven't seen any major pullback in all fairness, but this candle is coming down. The EU candle is coming down here right now. 2 minutes left on this EU candle. So let's see. So additional, hopefully if it does close below here, what I could try is I could try for a cheeky short from here. Stop loss at that point of interest area there, and ultimately just targeting these lows here. As my TP. Yeah, we can see that DXY is moving up quite aggressively in all fairness. So 1 minute until this candle close, 1.5 minutes until this candle close, then I will try for the short here on EU. All depending on how close it closes though to the zone, because if it closes too far, I might not be taking it, but if it closes in that little safe space area there, then I would be interested in going for it. We do have XAU coming down here, price action coming down here on XAU. Hasn't gotten back yet into the zone here as of yet. We also have EU as well, retracing here as well. DXY is pushing up aggressively, showing pretty strong momentum here, so we could be seeing some a good fall here on EU. Nice strong push here. Okay, I'm gonna get ready for a short here on EU. Okay, just entered this chart here on EU, put in my stop loss about 7 pips or 8 pips here. And let's see if I can capitalize on this down move here on EU. Ideally, let's see if I can get it to that 4-hour support. So let's see. All right, good. Nice move down. So let's see if this could continue to push up. If the XY could continue to push up, then we shouldn't have any problems getting it down to that 4-hour support. Shouldn't have no problems at all. We just beat that 30-minute support there. Good. That's a decent push. All right, taking my risk off the board here at the moment. Nice. That's a decent push. That's a decent push downwards. All right, that's good. That's really, really good. That's very good. It's a very decent push. Very, very good push that is. All right, so all right, good. So I've already taken off my my risk off the board here on this one, so I'm genuinely yeah, nice. That's a lovely entry there. Sniper entry there, that is, as well. Very good entry there, that is, as well. We could see here before we took that entry, but well, let me not say we. Let me not say we, because I don't think, you know. So, looking at that, I could see where the volume was building on that 30-minute time frame on DXY, and I do know that on DXY, whenever DXY is if DXY is pushing in one direction, I should be seeing the opposite move, right? I should be seeing the opposite move on EU. So the volume was pumping. I could see that the 30-minute candles were getting bigger. The volume was pumping on DXY, and if it was pumping in one direction going upwards, then I would say, okay, fine. Then that means that EU should be doing the total opposite. Got in right there with a little break and that little close just below 215 zone, and I was able to push that down and ride that down. And let's see how many pips. That was 13 pips already there. So profits has been secured there, and I've already moved to BE on that stage. Now it's all about just waiting now just to see if I can get it all the way down to that 4-hour support, and then that would be an easy cheesy lemon squeezy entry there on EU. All right, very lovely entry. That was a very good quick entry in out. EU decent. Remember guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the 215 Trades channel on YT, definitely do go ahead and do so. If you haven't yet joined the Telegram group here as yet, definitely go ahead and do so. So if you join the Telegram group link is in my my TikTok bio, and it's also on my YT bio here as well. Now let's go back to XAU USD here. It's now 7:24 a.m. here in the UK. We do have the London market opening in the next 35 minutes. I can see here where I've already have my 15-minute rejection price tested here. 30-minute resistance is quite strong. As you can see, we haven't had any candles closing above that 30-minute resistance, right? So no candles has closed above that 30-minute resistance. So that is pretty strong. So we have to be mindful of that. That is pretty strong. So price has pulled back now down in. That's a bit cheeky. Yeah, that candle is a bit cheeky. Need a deep. Yeah, give me a deeper retracement. Don't give me that. So let's see here if we can get price to retrace a little bit deeper inside the zone to confirm the buy. That's a little, yeah, that's a bit cheeky, that candle is. So let's just wait just to see what is going to happen here. EU moving down nicely. Okay, perfect. So this is a lovely start. This is a lovely start here from today, Monday. Lovely start. Lovely start here today. Lovely start here today, and right now it's I think this zone 1 as well, it does coincide. Hold on, let me pull this across a little bit more. Just coincide with this because let's label this zone as zone 2 because we might be seeing some pullback. So if DXY does push all the way up to zone 2, if it does push all the way up to zone 2, that resistance, we could see that pullback, and if it does go to that to zone 2, then that 4-hour would be where that rejection would also be here as well. All right, if you did take that entry on EU, just put EU in the chat. Let me see if anyone was paying attention or if it was just me who went for that. Look at that, moving down quite nicely here. If you took that entry on EU, just put EU in the chat. Let me see. $6J, nice. So you're in a sell right now in $6J. Yeah, yeah. You are right. I forgot about that. That $6J does move. So I think one move make the moves before, and then the other follows right after. Okay. All right. Big shout out to you, Danny. Seems like you are the only person to capitalize on that EU mix right now. Yeah, I'm still waiting for gold here right now, waiting for a deeper retracement here into the zone. So it's quite good. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed here as yet, definitely do go ahead and do so. That is 215 Trades. That's the home of the 215 technique. You're using trend lines on 6J, I'm presuming, Silver. Getting a bit of a pullback here on the XY. I think it's only just going to be small though, in all fairness. So that was a very smooth entry. Thank you for completing your mission. Not sure what your mission was, but thank you. Our hats off to you on that. 7:30 a.m. here now in the UK. We do have the London market open in about 30 minutes here as well. Yeah, so that's a pretty decent close now. So let's see what's going to be happening here on. Okay. Thank you for the support as usual. You know how it goes. Genuinely appreciate it. Guess who is coming for dinner? Appreciate the engagement, guys. All right, so let's just break down really what's going on here on gold. All right, so you guys understand what I am waiting for or what I'm looking to happen here today on gold. Okay, so this is the infamous 215 zone, the famous 215 zone, the 215 zone that make things happen, right? So initially, let me just remove these arrows here so I can just break it down for all those new persons who are signing on and wondering what am I waiting for. Okay, so for me to enter along, I was waiting for price to break above the zone, test that 15-minute rejection line, right? So test the 15-minute rejection line with basically with a candle close above the area, right? And then followed by a retracement into the zone, basically a candle close inside the zone and a rejection with a close above that buy line, not exceeding that 15-minute rejection line for me to be interested in going for a long position, right? So if this was to happen, then I would be interested in going for a long position from here, putting my stop loss just at the bottom here of my zone and pushing my overall TP at that 4-hour resistance, right? So that is what I will be ultimately be looking for if that movement was to happen. So far, you can see where price did test that 15-minute rejection line. It did close above it, but that 30-minute resistance is quite strong in a sense where it has not closed above it, so it has been rejected and pushing the price downwards, okay? Now, let's say that let's say the market was to change its flavor and decide to say, hey, I'm not going up anymore. I'm actually going to go the other direction just to see what opportunities lies there, right? So it would basically be the same thing. So if price was to push down below my 215 zone, test that 50-minute rejection area here, right? Close below it, not with a wick. I need to see a candle close below that price, because if I can get a candle close below that price, what it shows me is that the market does or may have the momentum to actually go lower or higher depending on what side of the map it is, right? If I was to see that, I then need to wait for price to retrace from that 15-minute rejection, right, back into my 215 zone with a close inside my 215 zone, not just a wick. And I don't want a candle, a small candle just to put this toe inside. I need to see a decent candle close inside the zone clearly, right? If I do get that, I then need to wait for a rejection from that zone with a candle close below my sell line, not exceeding my 15-minute rejection line. Then in that point, I will be interested in trying for a short position. All right, trying for a sharp position like so, putting my stop loss just at the top of the zone right there, and then targeting my full 4-hour support. I think it's somewhere down here as my full on TP for the short. That's if it was to confirm. All right, so that's ultimately what I'm currently waiting for here right now on gold. EU is moving down nicely, as you guys can see here. We got that break below the zone. DXY was pushing in the correct direction, and yeah, we got that, and we went for it. I went for it, and it's now moving down nicely towards that 4-hour, what you call it, a 4-hour support. So that's good. Hey, good morning, Danny. How are you doing today, my friend? Hope you're fine and all of that good stuff. Are you just coming in from work, my bro? Let's look at that. So That's ultimately what's going on here. We have a you can see, look, DXY is pushing up aggressively. It's at 97, whatever you want to call that, and it's going up. EU is coming down, and it's the same thing that's going on here with gold right now at the moment. You're on vacation, you don't say. All right, that's good. That's good, bro. Because because all right, hold on. Let's go back to the daily time frame here. Let's go back to the daily time frame here on EU, not EU, sorry, XAU. Okay, let's go back to the daily time frame here. Oh no, Danny, no problem at all. There's nothing wrong with that. If XAU was to flip, if that daily candle was to flip and continue lower, we can see price actually coming back into the 2000 into the 3200 area. Because what if it comes back, if price comes down to that 4-hour resistance, it's not very far away to that next support area, because you have 1, 2, 3. So if price was to flip from here, it still had, if it was to get in, you see that's the flip on the daily time frame, the daily candle. Yeah, it's just about to turn. Yep, you see it's going right now. So if it was to continue down, we could see price actually coming back into the 3200 price. Surely can. So I know a lot of persons, we are looking for longs here on XAU, but we can ultimately see a change in the direction of the market, and price could actually be pushing down now. So that's why right now where price is currently, I am just waiting for price to test that area and reject from that area, and then come back to the zone and reject from the zone. Now, overall, based on the strategy that I use, my friends, I don't have a bias. So I don't hold for a buy, I don't look for a sell. It all depends on how the price action reacts to my 215 zone and the surrounding areas. Okay, so we do have the 50-minute rejection on the sell side. I do have the 15-minute rejection on the buy side. So it depends on how it reacts to these areas. So if price comes down and react to my 50-minute rejection, comes back into the zone and reacts from the zone and close below, then I'll be interested in going for the short. However, if it does close above my buy line again, then I'll be interested in going for the long. So I don't have a bias. So when you ask me, if it's going to be a B or an S, I don't know. I genuinely don't know, because I don't hold the bias. I wait for price to react to my 215 zone, and however it reacts to my 215 zone, that's the direction that I go with. Because usually based on how it reacts to the 215 zone, it's basically moving to with the trend of the market. I think I'm at full TP now. Not there yet. All right, give me just a moment here, guys. So Danny, quick question, because you said you're on vacation. Are you still home, or you fly out, as them say? Um. So, all right, let's do a quick poll here. Let's just see where everyone mine is at when it comes on to XAU. What are you guys looking at today? Are you looking for longs? Or are you looking for shorts? Let me know in the chat. Let me just see what's going on here. Let me know in the chat, guys. What are you guys expecting today? Are you looking for longs? Or are you looking for shorts? All right, so we have 2 for longs, 1 for short. Come on, guys. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. So 2, no, that's 3 longs. All right, good, good, good. Come on, guys. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Are you looking for longs today on XAU, or are you looking for shorts? Now, for the persons, I don't know, sometime today or tomorrow. Now, the persons who are looking for longs, what's the criteria? What's the number you're looking at to say, all right, I will go long at this area, or what would be the confirmation for you to go for that long position? Likewise, the same question for those persons who are saying shorts. Let me just see where you guys are thinking. When would you go? All right, so it's now 7:42 a.m. here in the UK. Waiting for the UK market to open, which the UK market is going to be open in about 18 minutes here as well. Remember, guys, I do go live every day from Mondays through to Fridays from 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. That's on the UK time zone. If you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, definitely go ahead and do so. It's the home of the 215 technique, and you're here today with the chef. And I'm looking to see if I can get some pips here on XAU. I've already caught a pretty decent amount of pips here on Euro USD. That's moving quite nicely here right now, and I'm also just currently just waiting for an entry to be confirmed here on XAU USD here as well. If you guys haven't yet joined the Telegram group, definitely go ahead and join the Telegram group. The Telegram link is in the bio of the stream. It's also on the page, on my YT page as well. Additionally, as well, the Telegram group is on my TikTok page in the bio as well. All right, so if you haven't yet joined, go ahead and hit that join button. 215 zone is going to go for a long. Ideally, right now, if price was to push back up and close above that 215 zone right now, above that bottom line, then it would confirm a long for me. Then I would be interested in taking that long position if it goes like so. Because as you can see here, it has tested the top areas, but it hasn't tested. It hasn't, even though price did push down, it haven't tested. It has okay. It hasn't tested the 15-minute rejection price for me to basically be looking for shorts right now. It hasn't done any of that. However, for longs, it has done 2 of the 3 criteria that it needs to do to confirm an entry, which is basically test, retrace, and reject. So is basically tested that 15-minute rejection line, has closed above that 15-minute rejection line. It has pulled back into the zone and closed inside the zone as well. So if a candle was to come back to the top side and close above it, then that would be it. And it's now what, 7:44 a.m. here in the UK. We have the London market opening in 15 minutes as well, so it's going to be interesting one to watch. Getting a bit of a rejection here on EU. Yeah, it did that. That's sort of like a buy confirmation. This is. Well, let's see. Now, what do you guys think? So, persons did say, I think only how many persons did say they're looking for shorts? Root was saying that she was looking for shorts. Root, what would have been, or what would be your confirmation for you to enter that short position? I'm not sure if you're basically using the 215 strat, but if you're using, if you're using an additional strategy, what would be the confirmation? If you're using the 215, then I understand, I could see what you're waiting for. But if you're using a total different technique, just let me know what will be your confirmation for you to enter that chart position if you're still on here, Root. Below the 50-minute. All right, so I need to go on the 50-minute time frame. Hold on, let me jump on the 50-minute time frame. I'm guessing that you have this 50-minute little support here as your zone, and you're saying that if you get a close below this 50-minute support here, then you would look to target the next one, which would be at that 30-minute support. So you'd be looking for possibly a sell from these areas to that area, capitalizing maybe about 30 to 40 pip thereabout. And if the market does grace you with more than that, then you would take it as well to these lower areas as well. Okay, yeah. So I do understand a few strategies here and there. The simpler ones, not the ones that the rules always stay the same and it doesn't constantly change. But yeah, I can see that. I think that's called price action, if I'm not mistaken, which would also be in line with the strategy that I'm using here as well. Because if you waited for a close here, if I wait for it to test and retest and basically come back, then at some point in time we would also be in the same position as well. So yeah, pretty good strategy that is. The 30, if you look here as well, look at that 50, still on the 50-minute time frame. Look, that 30-minute resistance is a pretty strong area, and price still hasn't been able to close above that 30-minute resistance line, right? On the 50-minute, no. Or let's look at the 5-minute. Let's go up the candles. No candle close above that 30-minute resistance. On the 50, none. On the 30, none. On the 1, none. So that area, this area is pretty strong. It's a really strong resistance area, and as you can see, price is now just tanking and reversing from that area right there. So really just waiting patiently here is yet just to see what's going to happen. Yeah, Root, I understand fully. I understand fully as well. I understand fully. So does that, what happened is that the 215 strategy, it always gives you two entry scenarios. So what you would look for a short, what you would look for a long, basically. So in this instance, we've already know what needs to happen for me to look for a long, and now I need to see, you know, what I'm waiting for right now to look for a short in this instance. Now, when the London market opens, how it affects the price is that it has more volume. So when more volume comes into the market, you can see price pushing in different directions as well. EU looking like it's pulling back right now. This is the first massive pullback here on DXY since it has come into zone 1. We can see here as well that this 30-minute candle does closes in 10 minutes here as well. So if this 30-minute candle was to close red, we could be seeing where EU could be pulling back as well. Pretty decent move there that on EU went down. How many pips? 21 pips. So that was really good. I've already heavily taken partials and that, and I just have just a small amount left on that position there. So let's see what is going to happen. We don't know. So more value. If you think about it, think about it this way, right? Let's say you have a supermarket. Let's say you have a supermarket and it was the weekend. Okay, it was the weekend. Person didn't, you closed on the weekend and you're opening for the first time on Monday. So a lot of persons they didn't get much to eat and all that kind of stuff over the weekend, so they need to buy groceries. You have a supermarket, right? You open at 8 o'clock
on Monday morning. So you have a long line of customers outside of your supermarket right now waiting to get in. Now you have a variety of stuff inside of your supermarket because you're a supermarket, so you're selling a lot of stuff. So think of it that way, where London, the market is basically your supermarket, and you have a crowd of persons outside, and the crowd of persons outside is basically the volume. So when you open the doors of your supermarket to let those customers in, you do not know what they're going to go to and buy. You don't know if they're going to go to the frozen food section, the fruit section, or if they're going to go to the dry goods section or the bakery. You don't know. So when they come in and they flood inside of the market, right? They flood inside of your supermarket and they're going all over the place. And that's basically what the volume is going to do. So we don't know what direction the customers are going to go when they come in the market, but we do know that we didn't have anyone inside of the market before it opened, but as soon as it opened, you have a lot of persons coming in, a lot of traffic going in. So they can either go to the frozen fruit section or they could go to the dry goods section. So it all depends. So we don't know where the volume or the direction is going to go when the market opens. So just think of it that way, right? Just think of it that way. So there's no way for us to know for sure, unless you open the supermarket and you only have one area for them to go, right? Then they're going to go there. But the market is so vast, and when the market opens, you basically have a lot of buyers and sellers on, and you don't know what they're going to do. So that's pretty much it. So it can go either way. So that's what I'm saying. So in 8 minutes, the London market opens. We will have some volume, and we will be seeing the price action here on gold either moving upwards or downwards. If it starts moving around in circles, then at that point in time, we need to get exorcism to be done here on the gold charts. Now remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, definitely do go ahead and do so. That's 215 Trades over there on YT. I'm currently live there as well. If you haven't done that, the 4-hour resistance, John, you haven't joined the Telegram. 4-hour resistance is at 3349 or 3350 if you just want to round it off. I genuinely appreciate the support. Seven minutes until London opens. So waiting patiently. It would be nice. It would be nice if I could get a candle close here on that point of interest. It would really be nice if I could get a candle close here on that point of interest. Basically just solid strengthening that area here as a key support area. Would be really nice. Yep, would really be nice. Especially even on the 15-minute here as well. You can see, look, even if it doesn't close here, look at the 15-minute time frame. What does it say? It's still showing that that 15-minute that point of interest is still a key support area. Rejected, coming back, rejecting as well. So if this 15-minute candle here, this 15-minute candle does close above that point of interest, it's still showing that this point of interest price is still a very good support area. Yeah, EU is pulling back aggressively here. If it goes below, it's still a very good area, just the same. But because it's still inside the 215 zone, it doesn't quite mean much to the strategy, in all fairness. But it all depends. You guys still hold it. If anyone is still holding inside, is anyone still holding their EU position, or have they let go of it already? Because inside the 215 zone, it's sort of like a no trade area. So it's not like I'm going to be taking any entries in there. But for me overall, I like seeing what I like seeing with my 215 zone is that I like seeing when the buy line and the sell line, they're on 15-minute support. The point of interest is also on the support. So on the support or resistance. Looking at it now, you can see where the sell line is below that little resistance here. And then when you look at the buy line, you can see where it's just above that 15-minute resistance here. So I like seeing those kinds of things. And I like seeing when the price pulls back into the zone, test my point of interest area because it's a support and all of that. It can be a support or resistance. I genuinely like to see when those things happen. And if we look at it now, if this candle closes in 3 minutes, here it is going to be basically be wow. Do you guys realize what's happening? Yeah, it's reacting nicely. Now this is the tricky part. This is the tricky part. Do you guys know why this is the tricky part? Looking at how the price action is moving right now, this mask is driving me crazy. Looking at how the price action is moving right now, why do you guys think this is tricky? Yep, that's it, John. It's just before London opens. London opens in 3 minutes, and then basically, you don't want this candle to confirm the entry. Because if it does confirm the entry, you're gonna have to take it, and if you do, well, you don't have to take it. But if it does confirm the entry, it adds so much pressure. It adds so much pressure on the entry because it's going to be London Open. And think of the scenario that I was just explaining with the supermarket. You don't know the direction it's going to go. You don't know where London is going to go. So you could be stuck in like a reversal, it could just push in your direction kind of thing. So this candle, because if this candle does close above that buy line, it is confirming a long. But if it does confirm that long, it's basically going to confirm it at 8 o'clock when London opens, and then that volume is just going to come in and do crazy stuff. And I think this is exactly what is going to happen here. So at this point in time, it is either I'm just going to have to make the decision whether or not I'm going to try for it, or if I'm not going to. Because if this candle opens, if this candle closes up in this zone here, this is what it's going to look like. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna do it on London opening as well. 1 minute to go. Come on, go. We have been waiting. You could have confirmed this in such a nicer way. But if that's what it says, if that's what it wants to do, who am I? So let's see. I would love for it not to do it that way and give me a more calmer entry, but this is that the risk on that is like has totally dramatically increased. Musanda. I would take it on the next candle. That's what I would want. Okay, look like it's gonna be safe. It looks like 10 seconds. Okay. All right, good. All right, good. All right, nice. So London market has just opened now. So now I would be interested now in taking that entry now, this long position now, if this was to confirm it. Hopefully it doesn't like do its usual crazy stuff and just push all the way. So waiting for this candle now. If it does close above my area, so if it does come and it does close above in this little area here between my buy line and my 15-minute rejection line, then I'll be interested in going for that long position from here. I think that EU position is, yeah, it's still pulling back, but it's fine though. At this moment in time, that's okay. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, definitely go ahead and do so. That is 215 Trades. If you haven't yet joined the Telegram group, the Telegram group is in the link of the TikTok homepage, is in the bio of the TikTok homepage. Likewise, it's also on the YT page as well. So if this 5-minute candle closes above my 215 zone here, if it does close above my 215 zone here, then I'll be interested in trying for that long position here. So let me just get ready. Hopefully, if it does confirm, hopefully it doesn't break above that. Two minutes. Wow, DXYE. Ooh, what's going on here? Long means buy. Short means sell. Yeah, it is different terminologies. Like bull means what does bull means again? Bull means long or buy, and bear means short or sell. So my TPs would basically be at those resistance levels. So TP1 30-minute, TP2 1 hour, TP3 4 hour. So that will decide how long I keep it for. So if I get anything more than that, then that's good. But you can see the price is struggling to close above that area here as well. We're getting a rejection. And that's a pretty strong rejection here as well. On look at EU. So if you hadn't closed out that EU position, then you should be in. You should still be up nicely. Yeah, that wasn't confirmed, as you can see. Didn't get that close above the area there.
Appreciate the engagement, guys. Thank you. That's why it's all about it's all about the patience, as you can see. Really all about patience. No, no, I'm not on. I'm in on EU though. Still holding that position. Think I already hit TP2 on this one, so not yet. If I do get a 5 minute candle close above my buy line here, yeah, then I will be interested in going forward. I think what this also I think this is no, it's still not. No, it's not ready on the 15 minute yet. Ooh, wow, 61 persons on here. That's nice. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed here as yet, definitely go ahead and do so. That is 215 trades. It's all over your screen right there. 215 trades. Subscribe to 215 trades here as well if you haven't yet done so. No, Martin, not as yet. Waiting for it to confirm though. So if this 5 minute candle close above that buy line, then I'll be interested in going for that long position. So that's what I'm holding for right now here. Strong rejection here. See that? So if this 5 minute candle was to close in this area, no, I did explain that already, bro. So my full TP on the long would be at my 4 hour resistance, which from the 15 minute rejection is about 70 pips. That's what I'm looking for. TP 130, TP 2 1 hour, TP 3 4 hour. If you guys need to see the breakdown, if you want to see the breakdown of this, you need to join the Telegram group, because when you go into the Telegram group, I've already sent my chart analysis here, and I've already set my my TPs already there in the Telegram group. How long does a pip normally take? What? Pips don't. They aren't. They aren't. Um. They aren't time bound. As in, you can't say a pip is made in a minute or 5 minutes, because it's not like that. I don't. That's not how pip works. Because gold can make 300 pips, 500 pips in a second. That's how weird and wonderful gold is. So, you, I, I'm not quite sure what you after, Kazim, but that question, yeah, it gave me a hard reset. So pips is not time based. There's not you can't measure pip in versus time. Remember, a pip is basically just a pip is basically just the measurement for gold, basically, and a pip is just what's a pip again? A pip on gold is what? No, a pip on gold is not $1. A pip on gold is what, 10 cents? Is that how it goes? Kazim, do some research, bro, because it's yeah. Do some research, Kazim. Do some research. 'Kay, I think that's basic. No, no, I don't think $1. Now I'm confusing myself. Yes. You are right. So a pip is $1. A pip is $1. Yeah, because I have to use 2 pips above, 2 pips below. Or no. No, a pip is not $1. What's you know what? You know what? Google, bro. Google, bro. Why is it confusing me all of a sudden?
Why is it confusing me all of a sudden, bro? I know this. Kazim, you just made my mind reset on that question. I don't even know anything right now. I'm googling it. How much is a pip on gold? A pip typically equals to 0.01. Thank you. 10 pips is a dollar. Yes, exactly. Because the zone from the point of interest to the buy line is 20 pips or $2. Wow. That was confusing. That was really, really confusing. That was confusing. Kazim, oh my, you, you just did a factory reset, bro, on my mind just asking that question just now. Yeah, yeah, and it's, you see, the funny thing about it as well, it's not even like, it's not a difficult question. It's not a difficult question. Well, I don't know, but it just confused me just now asking how long does it take to make a pip. Oh, crazy, 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 crazy. uh, Remember, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, definitely do go ahead and do so. It's now 8:12 a.m. here in the UK. I do go live from 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. Mondays through to Fridays. Right now, still in this EU position, pretty nice. EU push downwards. I've already taken about 20 pips off this move already, so that's quite good. And it's still moving downwards here as well. You can see here where EU DXY is in zone 1, pushing upwards to zone 2. Not much. No, sadly not. Sadly not. I don't take any entries on NAS. I used to because this technique was originally created on for NAS 100, but then I switched over to gold, and since I've been on gold, I haven't looked back, in a sense. On gold, because the pip calculation, on um it varies. But if you're using trading view, it's pretty simple to count pips. You have the measuring tool here, and if you click from one point to the next, that number that you see on your screen, it no, wait, no, that's telling you how many dollars it is. It doesn't tell you how many pips it is, right? Yeah, it doesn't. That tells you $2, which I know that would be like 20 pips. In if you want to, the simplest way to know it, bro, the simplest way to know it is that um 10 pips is $1. So if the price on gold is 338 and it moves to 339, that basically means that if the price has moved by 10 pips. So 10 pips is $1 when it comes down to gold. But there's so many videos out there on YouTube and also all over the place that explains it. Right now, where the price is right now, I'm looking for longs right now. Because if this candle closes above here, then I'll be interested in taking a long from right here. To, in all fairness, it has already done all the it has already done all of the, what you call it? It has already done all of the confirm. It has done two bits of the confirmation, so it has tested and retraced. So I just need for it to close above here. So if it closes above here, then I'll be interested in taking that long position from here. John, you've entered a long. Yeah, no problem. I still haven't gotten the confirmation. I'm waiting for the final confirmation. I still need to see that 5-minute candle close above that zone. You can see where it's struggling to close above that buy line, but this candle looks like it has the potential to say it is going to be the one to confirm it. It's also 8:16 a.m. here in the UK. We also have 14 minutes left here on stream. As you know, I do go live every day from Mondays through to Fridays, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Remember as well, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, definitely go ahead and do so. That is 215 Trades. If you want the ultimate 215 experience. Additionally as well, if you haven't yet joined the Telegram group, definitely go ahead and do so. The Telegram group link is in the bio of the YT stream and also in the bio of the TikTok page. Okay. Being unprofitable doesn't mean that you're wrong, bro. If this candle confirms that long, then I'm going to go for it as well. It's just that you're in it before me. That doesn't mean that you're wrong. One minute to go. I learned from several sources. In all fairness, I've been in the markets on and off for quite a long time, but I've only just been doing this consistently now for about a year. If you go on here, you can find my entire journey, to be fair, from my first streams all the way up until now. See, the market, yeah, it's struggling to close above it, above my buy line, and it's pretty interesting. Okay, getting ready to hit the buy button here. Okay. All right, I'm in it. So let's see what's going to happen now. Let's see if gold is going to play with me today or if it's going to push towards the upside. See what's gonna happen. If I do get a candle close above that 50-minute rejection price as well, that's at that point in time I'll be going to break even on that entry as well. It's now 8:20 a.m. here in the UK. Do go live every day from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. here as well. If you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, definitely do go ahead and do so. It's 9:30. You said you were in the in South Africa as well. Is that right? Nice, nice, nice. That's good. You didn't want to show so much strength and volume until you saw me come into the market. Is that right? Yeah, I should, bro. I'm doing my African tour right now as we speak. So definitely for sure I will be there. Yeah, I just entered along here because price basically it did all the confirmations that confirm along where it broke, test, reject, and close above the zone. So I've entered a long position here on gold. EU right now still hasn't hit full TP yet on EU. However, you can see where it's already taken TP1 and TP2. So that's really good here on EU. Gold on the other hand came down, tested that point of interest. Still holding, still hovering above the zone here as well. So if this 5-minute candle was to flip and go green, then that would be a very strong and very good indication as well to see price continue to go higher. Must let me know. Maybe I could see you in person, bro. Yeah, no problem. If I'm in the neighborhood, yeah, absolutely. Well, you have to be here, Root. You have to be here. You have to be here. You have to build the connection. In a sense, you have to stay tuned to the channel here as well, so you know we can have that bond to say, yo. Okay, you're always here on the stream. You're okay, good. So if you come daily, communicate. Absolutely, for sure. Yo, TP 3349. Yeah, 3349 full TP. That's where my full TP is at that 4-hour resistance. So that's what I'm looking for right now. EU is rejecting. DXY is pushing down here as well. Oh no, Control Z. (8:24 a.m. here in the UK. Do have 5 minutes left here on stream, so let's see what is going to happen here today. All right, if you're currently in a long right now on XAU USD, put 215 in the chat. If you're in a long right now on gold, just put 215 in the chat. Let's see what's going on. Let's see how many persons are in right now. So if you're in a long right now, put 215 in the chat and let's see what is going to happen. 215 in the chat, 215 in the chat, and let's see it. 215, let's go. So if you're in a long right now, put 215 in the chat. Let me see what's going on here. 215 in the chat. 215. Don't be shy. Come on. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Put 215 in the chat. Okay. All right. That's good. That's brilliant. I love it. All right. So decent win earlier on today on EU. very decent win. Was able to capitalize and take 20 pips from that. Still going here as well. Hasn't yet closed out, but it looked like he wants to reject here right now on XAU USD. Pretty decent entry there. TP1 would be at that 30-minute resistance. Let's see how many pips that would be. That would be about 30 pips there on XAU. So let's just see what's going to happen here. If we could get a candle close above that 15-minute rejection, that would be really, really nice here as well. All right, overall TP is at that 4-hour resistance line. That's at 3349. So let's see what's going to happen. It's now 8:26 a.m. here in the UK. I do go live every day from 6:30 a.m. Mondays through to Fridays. So if you want to tune in, definitely for sure, you just subscribe to the TikTok page, and additionally just subscribe to the YouTube page at 215 Trades. Okay, my Telegram group as well is also in the TikTok page as well. On my profile, you should be able to see it there. My full TP is at 3349 as per the image I sent in. Yeah, Martin took it in right now. So let's see what's going to happen here on that. We also have 4 minutes left here on stream. Not even 4, it's less than 4 minutes. Actually 2 minutes left there on stream. So let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, EU still pushing down. Interesting. Kazim, are you in the Telegram group, Kazim? TP is at 3349. All right, guys. It doesn't let you. What do you mean by it doesn't let you join? What message? Send me a message on Telegram and I'll sort it out. All right. So I just want to say a big shout out to you guys. Arrow. All right. Send me a message on Telegram. Big shout out to you guys over there on YouTube for the continuous support, and also for those persons here on TikTok who continuously interacted with me via the chat, the shares, and all those fun stuff. Really genuinely do appreciate it. I do go live every day from Mondays through to Fridays, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Each day. So if you need to join the Telegram or the YouTube, definitely go ahead and subscribe to all of my platforms. 215 Trades all across the board. Okay, we have a very good entry here today on Euro USD. Went for the sell, pushing down towards that 4-hour support, as you can see here now, and almost about to hit full TP on that for 30 pips. Yeah, only goes live streaming for 2 hours per day. So that's a very massive win here on Monday here for EU. And looking here now on gold, I am in this long position right now. It's not looking so cheesy right now, but all hopes are not lost until that stop loss is basically hit. So until tomorrow, my friends. All right, yeah, Rude. I'm sorry, Rude. I only do 2 hours, 6:30 to 8:30. That's me for the day. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. Really, really do appreciate all the love and the support continuously. Kazim, what is wrong with you? I said it so many times. It's at 350, bro. All right. Thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. All right. Stay safe, my friends, and happy trading.